There is a bootcamp right now charging $9,000 to teach you how to become an AI engineer. Here is the uncomfortable part. Almost everything in that curriculum is free, not pirated, free, published on purpose by the same companies and the same researchers who build the models. One of the people who helped train OpenAI's models put his entire course on YouTube. Google, Microsoft, and Anthropic teach you the exact tools they sell for $0. So, in this video, I am going to hand you the complete, honest, free only path to becoming an AI engineer in 2026. The real skills companies hire for, the free stack to learn every one of them, and a 90-day plan that ends with a portfolio, not a certificate. No degree, no bootcamp, no subscription. Let us take the gate off. First, let us kill the thing that scares most people off. When you hear AI engineer, you picture a math PhD training neural networks from scratch. That is not this job. The person who coined the term AI engineer put it bluntly, quoting the researcher Andrej Karpathy. You can be successful in this role without ever training anything. An AI engineer in 2026 is a software engineer who builds products on top of models that already exist. You are not inventing GPT. You are wiring it into something useful. A chatbot that knows your company's documents, an agent that books the meeting, a system that reads 1,000 contracts in a minute. That is the whole reframe. It is closer to web development than to research. And it is exactly why people with no PhD, sometimes no degree at all, are landing these jobs. The intimidation was the gate. We just removed it. So, why was anyone able to charge 10 grand for this? Because a few years ago, the pieces were expensive and scattered. You needed compute. You needed access to the models. You needed someone to connect the dots. That tax is gone. Today, you can call a frontier grade model for free with no credit card. You can rent a GPU for free. You can host a live app for free. And the best courses, the ones written by the people who actually build this stuff, cost nothing. Bootcamps are selling you convenience and a Discord group. What they are not telling you is that the real knowledge has a price tag of zero. So let me show you exactly what to learn and then exactly where to get every piece of it free. I read through real 2026 AI engineer job posts so you do not have to. And the asks collapse into 5 buckets. 1. Foundations, Python, APIs, and the concepts, not the calculus. You need to know what an embedding is, not how to derive the math behind it. 2. The model core, prompting as a system, and retrieval augmented generation, called RAG. That is the skill of making a model answer from your own data using a vector database. Almost every posting wants at least one real RAG system you have built. 3. Agents and tools, function calling, the model context protocol, MCP, and frameworks like LangChain. This is the hottest, most undersupplied skill of the year. 4. Production, evals, actually measuring whether your AI is right. One hiring lead called evals the single biggest signal that someone has truly shipped with these models, plus cost and observability. 5. A portfolio of things you have deployed. Now notice what is not on the required list. Fine tuning, heavy math, training from scratch, nice to have, not the gate. 5 skills. Now, the free stack for each one. Part 1 of the free stack. Learning. Start with the people who actually built this. Andrej Karpathy's series, Neural Networks, Zero to Hero. 8 lectures, free on YouTube, taking you from nothing to building your own GPT. Then, Hugging Faces free courses. A full language model course, an agents course, and an MCP course they built together with Anthropic. Each one with a certificate, all free. Microsoft publishes generative AI for beginners and AI agents for beginners. Open on GitHub, free. Google and Kaggle run a 5-day generative AI intensive, the kind of content bootcamps charge thousands for, free. DeepLearning.AI has short courses on RAG, agents, and evils, built with OpenAI and Anthropic, free to audit. And when you get stuck, the OpenAI and Anthropic cookbooks are just working code, free. Read that list again. The makers of these tools are teaching you to use them at no cost. That is not charity. It is how they win. You just get to benefit. Part 2, Building. Because learning without shipping is just watching. Here is the free toolkit. For models, Groq gives you a fast, frontier class model with no credit card, over 14,000 requests a day. Google's free Gemini Flash models and OpenRouter's free models give you backups. For memory, vector databases like Chroma, Qdrant, and PG Vector. Open source, free. For the glue, LangChain, and Llama Index. Free frameworks for RAG and agents. For compute, Google Colab and Kaggle. Hand you a free GPU right in the browser. And for hosting, Hugging Face Spaces gives you a live server, 2 CPUs, and 16 gigabytes of memory for $0. Streamlit's community cloud will deploy your app free too. Read that again. You can call a frontier model, give it memory, and put your app on the public internet without paying a cent. One honest caveat, because honesty matters here. Free tiers have rate limits and they do change. They are perfect for learning and a portfolio. They are not yet built for 10,000 users. Now the order to do it in. Do not binge courses. Build 4 things in 90 days and make every one of them shippable. Phase 1, weeks 1 to 3. Get a free key and write a Python script that talks to a model. Your milestone. A working chatbot that calls a frontier model for free. Phase 2, weeks 4 to 6. Learn RAG, point it at your own documents with Chroma, and deploy it. Your milestone. A RAG chatbot that answers from real data, live on Hugging Face Spaces. Phase 3, weeks 7 to 9. Give it tools. Function calling, a couple of real tools. Basic MCP, your milestone. An agent that actually does something, not just chats. Phase 4, weeks 10 to 13. Add an eval harness, measure your system, and write the documentation. Your milestone. 3 deployed projects with real numbers attached. That is it. Every milestone is a thing you can show. Which brings me to the part nobody charging you money wants to say out loud. In 2026, your portfolio is your degree. For most entry-level AI engineer roles, no degree is required. The field is too new and moving too fast for credentials to keep up. More people are entering from self-taught and online paths than from traditional computer science programs. And recruiters keep saying the same thing. A candidate with deployed projects beats a candidate with only a certificate. So those 3 projects from your 90 days, that is the asset. A clean GitHub. Live demos anyone can click. A short write-up of what you built, why you built it, and what your evals showed. That story, here is what I shipped, is worth more than any line on a resume. The bootcamp sells you a certificate. The free path makes you build the thing that actually gets you hired. Now, let me be the one person who is honest with you, because free is not magic. Here is what the free path will not hand you. Mentorship. No senior engineer reviewing your code. Deadlines. Nobody is making you finish, and most people quietly do not. A network. Bootcamps sell you the cohort and the warm introductions. And serious GPU power. Free compute is fine for learning, not for training huge models. But every one of those has a free fix. For feedback, contribute to open source and build in public. For accountability, join a free live cohort like Google's or a hackathon with a real deadline. For a network, posting what you build openly is the network. And for the big GPS, remember, you do not need them for this job. This path works for people who already code a little and will actually ship. If you are starting from zero programming, add one free Python course first, like CS50 or Free Code Camp, and then come straight back here. So, is it worth it? Let us talk real numbers. On levels.fyi, the median AI engineer. Total pay sits around $154,000, and the machine learning focused track runs higher, into the mid 200s. Senior roles in expensive cities clear 3 to 400,000, and the frontier labs are outliers, far above even that. I am giving you ranges, not promises. Pay varies wildly by location and company. But the demand is not subtle. AI engineer is the fastest growing engineering title of the year, and it is becoming a core hire at almost every venture backed software company. A skill set that is free to acquire, pointed straight at one of the best paid and most in demand roles in all of tech. That is the asymmetry nobody put on a billboard. So here is the whole thing in one breath. An AI engineer builds on top of models. No PhD required. 5 skills: foundations, RAG, agents, evals, and a portfolio. A complete free stack to learn and build every one of them. A 90-day plan that ends in 3 deployed projects. And a role that pays like few others. When really, the only hard part was knowing it was free. So here is the line I want you to sit with. You were never behind. You were just being charged for things that were free. I put the entire free stack, every course, every tool, every link, plus the full 90-day plan into one clean guide. Comment the word zero, and I will send it straight to you. No charge, obviously. Bite size AI drops are on Instagram. The deep dives, like this one, live here on YouTube. So subscribe. And now, go build something. The gate was never actually locked.